Hello, world. Welcome to this week's Dev Update at D&D Beyond. My name is Joe Starr. I'm the manager of content for D&D Beyond and Phantom Tabletop. I'm joined by a very special guest, Mr. Adam Bradford, whose name I think is in the title of this episode. Hello, sir.
Hello. How you doing, Joe?
I'm good. I have a very angry cat off camera because I forced her to dance to the D&D Beyond theme song as we were counting down. She's
It
not
seems
happy.
like she would have wanted to do that, to be honest. I
I
mean,
know,
doesn't everybody?
really? Yeah, it may be just too early, I think. We've got a really fun show for you guys today. We are going to be, well, first of all, you're going to be meeting a key D&D Beyond team member. I'm very excited to introduce you to her. Then we're going to be saying thank you the very best way we possibly can to Mr. Adam Bradford for everything he has done for this team and for us personally, for the state of Alabama, country of the United States of America, for the game of Dungeons and Dragons, for this community. And then stick around. We'll be answering some of your questions for both of these folks. And then stick around. He's even going to be leaving us with a little sneak peek of what the future holds, which we're very excited about. First, Adam, let's just jump into it. I want to introduce you guys to a very important member of this community, our community manager, Millie Doucette. So let's just get Mellie out here so folks can meet her. She's incredible.
Hello.
Hey, Mellie, welcome to the Dev Update.
So happy to be here. I've been watching this show for like 3 years now.
Well, I mean, you've earned, look, obviously you've been a part of this community for a while, but I can speak personally that in my first tour of duty on the job, you have been absolutely invaluable. So just on a personal note, thank you very much. And I'll probably be dragging you on camera a lot, just to be perfectly fair.
Mellie is going to have the same level of contribution and impact that I have had for Alabama, for the entire nation of Canada.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
No, absolutely. Probably one of the most important Canadians, maybe ever.
Most important one I know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Same. Mellie, for those who might not be familiar with you, explain yourself.
Yes, hello. I am a Canadian, as we've made very clear. That's the most important part of my personality. I have been a part of D&D Beyond as a member since it started, pretty much. And then I kind of just got roped into things, starting as just a volunteer moderator. I worked with Lauren Urban, Obo Lauren, with social media and community stuff for about 1.5 years, 2 years. And now I'm took her mantle from her as she went on to really cool, awesome things. And I'm very, very, very excited to be able to do that and kind of keep the community spirit alive, the Phoenix Flame.
Absolutely. Well, getting roped into things, it is the D&D Beyond way. Adam, why is Mellie amazing?
Mellie genuinely is absolutely incredible, and I think many of you have seen her probably out there in chat a whole lot there alongside Lauren for some time. If you were getting replied to on social media, it was likely Mellie's voice that was coming through to you for a long time now. And I know that when we started D&D Beyond, again, I'm just so proud of what has happened from the time that we announced back in PAX East of 2017. I think it was a March. And the best that we got was apathy. The worst we got was downright hostility. And so the community has just really taken such a positive trajectory, and it's become a safe place. It's become a place where people can celebrate Dungeons and Dragons and celebrate a tool set that has made playing Dungeons and Dragons easier than it's ever been, and more convenient and just more fun. And so Mellie has been such a big part, being a part of that community first. And I remember interacting with Mellie before she ever started working with us as a moderator, and just being impressed with what I saw. But then as we have so many times before, we have so many people who join our community moderation team that then go on to get permanent employment with the company working on D&D Beyond. And Mellie is one of those people, and I genuinely have just been such a big fan of hers all along the way, and I've been so happy to see that she's been able to just take on any challenge that's been put in front of her, and tackle that with professionalism and with a smile and with the just the ability to interact with the community. Because one of the things that I've valued more than anything is making sure that the people that we have interacting with fans out there are doing that with kindness, that they are doing that, with transparency and authenticity. And Mellie really has just embodied all of those things all along the way. And I am really, really thrilled that she's able to step into this role. And I did get asked before I'm walking out the door here. I got asked who should be taking on this role that Lauren vacated as I've been going on, and there was literally no other choice other than Mellie, and they definitely listened to that recommendation, and I'm so excited for her to be here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Mellie is so amazing that she is literally also still doing her job of fielding questions for this show while we make her participate in the show. And on that note, let's throw some questions up for Mellie. Have you been doing your job, Mellie? Are we gonna have
we gotta tell them probably that they should AMA me and
Mellie
AMA
is so
Adam.
Invaluable at her job that she catches me mid-show being bad at this job, which is absolutely incredible. Guys, get your questions in there. I believe it's exclamation point, question mark.
Just no exclamation point.
Just question.
Just question.
Yeah. Joe's gonna get there. Mellie's gonna get Joe there. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm working on training him, chat.
Thank you. There's nothing more comforting for you guys throughout our operation. Everything's gonna be cool than me just completely blowing it left and right on camera. Glad I can be there for everybody. Get your questions in there for Mellie. And while we're collecting, I think we'll keep moving a little bit. First, a little bit of business. First, Candle Keep Mysteries available for pre-order right now on dndbeyond.com. In probably about a week or two, we're going to start actually letting you guys know like what kind of really cool pre-order goodies are going to be coming along with Candle Keep Mysteries that you can only get here at DDB when you pre-order the book. So that's going to be really cool. Keep your eye out for that. And at this point, really, I'm just stalling to see if you have any questions. Nod slightly if we've got any up, Mellie.
Yeah, we've got hey! Let's do this. Yeah, these are very, very important questions. So we've got Mirari 15 here.
Let's see here. Mirari 15. Oh, this is very important, and also a judgment of how much more people are excited to talk to you than to me, because no one asked me about my favorite dinosaur. It's Triceratops. Mellie, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Good call.
And this is actually very easy. It's the plesiosaur, because it's the coolest, and also it's probably the Loch Ness Monster, which definitely exists. So I think it's still alive, 100%.
Wow, much better reasoning than mine.
Strong dino game.
Yeah, very strong dino game. Mine is just because Slag's my favorite dino bot. Adam, favorite dinosaur?
Oh man, I was hoping that you would ask me, because for some reason I never got that question over the last 3 or 4 years. But mine is very much so a Brachiosaurus. And I like the Brontosaurus. Scientists are a little conflicted on what's what there, but I was a huge fan of Dino Riders when I was a kid. I actually have some Dino Riders back here on the shelf, and I loved that the good guys rode in what was pretty much like a vest for a Brontosaurus at the time. So that is definitely my favorite.
You're absolutely right. Also, I'm going to throw this out there to aspiring DMs, but what's your favorite dinosaur? I feel like is a great session 0 question for your players. You're going to find out.
You will get to know a lot about people.
And a question, what's your current character you're playing at the table, Mellie?
I am playing, I've got a couple. I think the main ones I've got my Artificer, who's a very, very long name, and I didn't prepare it, but for short, it's Girk, who is a gnome artificer, who is very much just me. It is all of my impulsive wants of things to do that are just very not helpful as a person. I also have a Warforged monk named Assistant, who is like just a surveillance unit and is a Google Assistant for my party. So I just get to do a Siri voice for the entire thing, which is delightful. Those are my 2 main ones that I'm going to
I want to hear the Siri voice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have it ready.
Siri, what's the weather like today?
Oh no, don't turn mine on.
The weather today is going to be a lot of snow and frozen, and make sure that you check your pipes.
Siri is so helpful.
Well done. I'm very into assistant.
It's very good, and it's nice because if she dies, which is very possible with this DM, you would just give her a system reboot, and then I just get to like choose a new class, and I throw out all my notes and still get to play the character.
That's fun and sad at the same time. D&D, you guys, fun and sad at the same
That's where
time.
it's at.
Oh no, absolutely. Well, we've got a main event situation today. I'm calling it Operation Make Adam Emote on camera. It's a three-pronged attack, really. And so William, who, by the way, William Box on the ones and twos, our producer, is absolutely wonderful. Thank you, brother, for getting all of this ready to go. Show him some love in the chat, please. And if we're ready to rock, let's kick off with phase 1 of Operation Make Adam Bradford Emote on camera. Roll that video.
Okay, everyone ready? Act like I didn't just wake you up. Okay, everyone, dance good and we'll have pizza for lunch.
I am Briv Steelmarrow, sometimes called Briv the Bold.
It is extremely bittersweet to see Adam Bradford leave.
He carries such a tremendous passion and dedication with him for this industry, for the role-playing game industry.
We are missionaries to DDB. We each have found our uses for it. We play it, we enjoy the game, we use the product, and all of that comes from you.
And I just want you to know that we will take care of it and make you proud.
Bottom line, gonna miss you. You are such a passionate creator and a thoughtful leader and so very down to earth.
I'm going to miss you so much, but I'm extremely excited for whatever great new adventures are to come on your horizon.
I have no doubts that whatever he does next, he's going to be amazing at.
And I wish you all the best of luck in your next adventure, and I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you.
I'm going to miss you, but know that we're going to keep on being awesome, and D&D Beyond, it's just going to keep getting better and better.
You got me a little bit. That was really good. That was really, really special. I appreciate it, everyone. I can't wait to see what this team is going to accomplish going forward. It's been quite the ride. So yeah, it's going to be. I'm going to be in the front row, cheering the team on. I can't wait to see it.
Well, and I hate to put you on the spot, but this is it. Like literally, you lose contact with all of these people as soon as this video is over. I'd love to hear your thoughts on some of these team members and these groups, and what they're doing and what you're excited about.
Yeah, I mean, I love the call out and the clip that you shared there about missionaries, because I constantly have talked about from the beginning missionaries versus mercenaries, that we don't want people on the team who are just drawing paychecks and are in it just to have a job, and so incredibly proud of the team of missionaries that have been built here. We've brought in so much leadership around me in the last 3 years, because, for very practical reasons, that, there was only one of me, and we couldn't figure out the cloning process in those early days. And, it was
a lot of mistakes in that basement. I don't like going down there.
Yeah. We keep them locked up. But yeah, so lots and lots of, bandwidth concerns, work-life balance, all kinds of struggles, getting something like D&D Beyond off the ground. And so, about year 2, I really started looking at what the plan was going to be to build that leadership around me, where I could essentially one day work myself out of a job. And I actually think that that is a really, really good way to look at what's happening here. There are plenty of leaders out there who are, you're going to meet, coming. I'm going to include Joe and Mellie in that, kind of more recently. But yeah, this is going to be in really good hands with the people who are going to be trying to push this forward. And like anything, we none of us can know what the future is going to hold, but I definitely absolutely trust Aunt Peg and Bart Vickers and Dave Hartless and Joe and Mellie here and some of the other development managers, the staff who is actually writing the code out there. We've got a lot
Adam,
of
speaking of some of those folks, well, he's not prepared, William. Fire phase 2.
Oh. Another phase.
Sneak attack.
Total surprise.
Oh, sorry.
That's how sneaky it was.
The producer
Why
is
is the
not
weapon?
either.
Destroy Alderaan.
You got your swords and you got your invisible wand. It's D&D. D&D. D&D Beyond. It's good to be with you today. Welcome to And Beyond, our first ever monthly live stream of development updates and community Q&A session.
From eating hot wings with you in Huntsville to recording a full DDD musical, it's just been a collection of memories and experiences that will forever shape me.
Your leadership and your inspiration has created an environment that has allowed this great growing team of professionals to take our passions for games into some really amazing new directions.
Adam, thanks for your inspirational leadership and for building a platform for D&D that makes D&D accessible and fun, and that's been a huge inspiration to me.
I really wish that our journey here together had continued for longer, but I cannot wait to see what you do next, and I know that in the future we will be sharing the same journey and path again at some point.
Adam, it's been such an honor to work with you. It's amazing to see what an inspiration you are to everybody and what an impact you have on all of the teams here.
We will try to take the torch from you and keep paving the way and keep the dream alive. You'll be missed, and thank you very much for all you've done.
There's no one else I willingly give up a day off from work to film a D&D inspired musical for, and I'm really gonna miss you.
Thank you for your vision. Thank you for all the fun, PAX Unplugged, the musical, all the things. So without much ado about anything, I want to quote Ragnar from Vikings and say to you, do not waste your time looking back. You're not going that way.
I echo that was something that really stood out to me about you, Adam, was working on that musical together and saying, hey guys, this is your Monday off. Will you come into work, basically? And everyone just stepped up and was like, yeah, when do you need us? And I always thought that was such a telling thing about the kind of gent you are, sir.
Yeah, that's again, it's a great group of people, and I can't wait for fans out there to get to know more of them. And it's been such a tremendous joy and honor to see, not only what's happened with D&D Beyond come to pass, but what's happened in the lives of the people on this team. And this is always been very interested in making sure that we humanize, what we're doing here and try to be transparent and authentic. And I think that, again, it's a great team that is working on this product. And I wish all of you nothing but the absolute best going forward. And again, I'm going to be rooting for you and cheering you on from the stands.
Well, William, stand by phase 3. Mellie, hold it together. Fire phase 3.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Halloween show today.
This beautiful painting, whoa, that's hard to do.
Surprise, I'm Laszlo Cravensworth, coming to you from Staten Island.
Adam, thank you for all the fun memories here at Fandom. I hope you take a big, theoretical, conceptual, bag of holding and take all these memories and put them in there, because you brought a lot of happiness to a lot of people.
Really appreciate
everything you did for us in setting up this amazing product, the vision that you've had, the leadership you provided, and you will be missed.
But also, if you could just like sort of really quick, make sure all the stats are correct and double check the stats on that conceptual bag of holding.
So excited that I get to be part of this and to work on it and be able to have some small part to play in that impact for other people.
Check with the content team too, because like that conceptual bag of holding is not exactly the same statistics, but also has different lore.
I think you're leaving behind a fantastic legacy, and I'm so excited to be a part of the team and work on some cool new features that are coming up. I wish you the best of luck in whatever it is that you do next.
I wanted to say thanks, and for all the things you've done over the years, and for the leadership you've shown.
Thanks to your positive vibe, team building skills, and lessons you taught us, DDB is in good hands of passionate teams who will do their best to make DDB flourish. Thank you so much, and good luck.
So I'll fill to thee the parting glass, and I'm excited to see what you do next. Thank you so much.
Back to you, Adam. And now I'm off. But
All right, that's it. I promise, sir.
Oh yeah, that was a great one too. And that Dan Telfer fella, if you didn't know, he's a comedian. So he'll understand very, very well what I mean by that. It's a little inside joke we've got going on. But yeah, this I appreciate the walk down memory lane more than you know, and you absolutely teared up and then dry it off before the stream comes back on here. But yeah, I really appreciate it, Joe and Mellie here, and I appreciate all of the hard work that the team's put in over these last several years. And there's a lot of hard work ahead. That's just the way that this goes, and the game that we're playing. But yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with D&D Beyond in the future.
Yeah, well, I know that we've got a couple questions from the chat for you. Mellie, you wanna skating rink DJ these?
Sure, we got from Joaquim Hend. What are some of your hopes and plans for the future of DDB, Adam?
Ooh, that was a very sneaky reporter way of trying to get a scoop. Well done.
Yeah, I think it's good. So, all along the way, I don't spill the beans. So, I'm not going to do that on my way out. But I really do. I'm excited to see the continuation of the vision that I set in place, 4 years ago, which, we really have had a plan, unlike the Cylons, for instance, in Battlestar Galactica. It's like a real plan that we had. And that plan has been to make playing Dungeons and Dragons more convenient, more customizable, and to captivate fans playing it. And so I think that, what I hope to see is really the realization of that full vision, becoming a place to play through virtual tabletop functionality. And by the way, I am, stepping out the door here. So what I'm saying here is my hopes, and I can't speak to what's actually going to happen. But yeah, virtual tabletop functionality, and, being able to further customize, to be able to see the platform get to a spot where, as new rules are developed, that they can be quickly and easily implemented. All the things that we've been talking about in these dev updates, for some time. I really do just hope that that those things continue to go on out there, because you better believe that just because I'm leaving D&D Beyond, I'm not leaving Dungeons and Dragons, and I'll be playing a lot of D&D. And I started DDB in the first place because I wanted this kind of functionality to use for my games. And so I'm going to want to see that from the D&D Beyond team here, because I'm going to keep using D&D Beyond as I go forward, even for the games that I play in the decades to come.
Yeah, and we got one more from Spartan Man 23. What is one question you wish they would have asked but never did?
What's your favorite dinosaur? So
thank God we covered it early.
but I finally got it today. So thank you very much. No, I on a serious note, I'm not sure what that would be because you asked so many questions. And I hope that you always got the impression that I didn't shy away from them, because most of the time, even though I could read them before I clicked on them, I did not. So I think that we got a very, very good spread as they were coming through. And off the top of my head, I can't think of any that weren't asked except for the dinosaurs, but we checked that box strongly earlier in the show.
Finally, getting to the end of that bucket list. You know, if I can add to the videos, Adam, you know, I can't pretend to have the tenure with you that a lot of these folks have had. But you know, something as we sort of
You've been my buddy for a while, though, Joe.
I've been your buddy for a little while, you know, and a car alarm just went off, and that's great timing. But you know what I can say is sort of as you and I sort of began the process of trying to find, you know, a spot for me here and what that would look like and how that would look, and you know, admittedly, I'm mad at you for leaving a little bit in a playful, fun way. I was very looking forward to us getting into some scraps together. But that said, you know, what I can speak to in that road and then this couple weeks that we've actually officially on paper, you know, been working together is Adam's character is a very rare thing. Adam,
are you talking about Briv or
no? Literally, you. Is a very rare thing in comedy and in improv and in writing. There's such an important core rule of supporting the ensemble, I'll get to my weird point here. We were watching RuPaul's Drag Race the other night, and someone was like, they were doing an improv challenge, and someone was like, "Oh, I've got a reputation as a scene stealer. I love improv." And I was like, "No, that's not what this is about." And it made me think of you, Adam, because even in your last weeks here, you've made this about the team. You've made this about the ensemble. I'm so thankful for how much torch passing action you've been bending over to do for me to make this a good transition for me, because I've been nervous about it. You know, for Mellie, that kind of selflessness I think is very rare at every point of your last 2 weeks, where you know. Man, my last 2 weeks at Hot Topic in high school were bad. I was
you stole something, didn't you, Joe?
I was filling yeah, man. I was filling those cargo pants with Real Big Fish shirts. But you've done just the opposite. You've stolen no ska band shirts on your
that
way
you know of.
PDB that I know of. But I just I wanted to appreciate that about you. And you know, if people sort of watching don't recognize that, because they wouldn't be in a position to be able to work with you every day. You're such a selfless person, and I think that just speaks volumes about you. And I really appreciate that. Mellie, take over.
Yeah, I feel very similarly. I mean, as I kind of just explained earlier, that I was just like a moderator. I was just a user of this site, and what made me fall in love with it and made me want to, you know, spend all my time here and make a reputation that made me somebody to be a moderator was you, Adam. It was how you interacted with the community, how you communicated, how you, you know, were always willing to listen and hear what people wanted, and because you wanted it, because you're a fan, because you are a part of the community, and it made me fall in love with this place, and that led me to working here and changing my entire life, and getting to work with you and getting kind of this new lease on things where I just really didn't know where anything was going to go, and working with you has really made things more clear and made kind of everything that I have going for me better. And I think that you have that effect on people. I've seen it in all of the different people I've met working here, all the people in the community, just the response from the community, as you can see from this chat and from we've seen over the last few weeks and on Twitter, that everybody just has a universal love for Adam Bradford. And it's been
Absolutely.
just amazing to get to share in that and get to know you.
And I think Mellie's sentiment, Adam, is echoed by this whole team. The proofs in the video, right? I think that selflessness and that sense of community and that sense of the mission and that sense of like, let's roll up our sleeves and put on a show in the barn, hell or high water, let's save the rec center. I think I like to just scramble my metaphors. They'll start to learn.
I followed.
It just echoes, I think, in every team member here, and I've had the joy over the past couple of weeks of discovering that as I continue to meet with everyone on the team and work with everyone on the team. So thank you for that. Thank you so much for that example. I'm going to awkwardly transition us to talking about what's coming next week. And then we'll let you say some goodbyes and then set us up for a very special little sneak peek of your future. Sound good?
Yeah, some more ridiculousness. Yeah, sounds good.
So next week, guys, we're going to have some very cool guests and staff members on. We're going to be talking about the future of the game log. We're going to be talking about the importance of the character sheet in D&D Beyond, why we have such a focus on it, and where we think it can go. So I think it's going to be a really cool episode to give you guys some insight on that roadmap that you were asking about just a few minutes ago in the episode about what's coming next. So join us there for that. If you're watching on YouTube, let us know your favorite Adam Bradford moments in the comments. We want to hear them. And without further ado, Adam, I'll give it to you for a final send-off and a setup for this sneak peek.
Appreciate it, Joe, and thank you both again for all the kindness here today. The best part of the prequel Star Wars trilogy for me is a line that says, from the best part of the prequel trilogy, Qui-Gon Jinn was your focus determines your reality. And I think that it truly is, to be said that it's easy to be selfless. It's easy to, want for others when your focus is in this space, the fans. And so, that's the thing that, ultimately is going to, hopefully be the guiding star for D&D Beyond going forward is a focus on the fans. And, that part of the ride has really, really been great. I am very much so. I still can't talk about what's next for me. It's, hopefully a couple more weeks I'll be able to do that, but I am very much so going to still be in the tabletop role-playing space. And I hope to see you all out there when I, am able to talk about the new gig and really just terribly excited about what's going to be happening there. And there will definitely be more to come. So if you want to keep up with that, you can follow me on Twitter at Bad Eye Adams, probably the best place to see that, and places where you get news for tabletop things. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I think the last thing I'll leave you with, we're talking about some of this. I've mentioned that I have been just in my off time working on a fun little Coldplay parody rock opera musical that we've got at least a rough cut of one of the first music videos done for that. And so I'm going to sign off with one of the original songs from this character this player who is thinking way too hard about his character's backstory. And this song is one of those where it's introducing the new character. So signing off with that. Thanks everyone. It has been a wonderful journey. Can't wait to see you in the out there in the space in the future. And thank you very much for being such a wonderful, wonderful community. Later, Gators.
things I can't